Oh, hey, welcome to the Spooky Screen, the show where we don't watch the same movie. I'm here with my low energy hosts, Nick, Stephen, Noah, to talk about Ju-on's. Which one is it, guys?
It's supposed to be The Curse, but Noah watched Ju-on the Grudge.
I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be Ju-on the Grudge, and they watched Ju-on the Curse, the very low budget YouTube release, and I watched the actual theatrical release.
David's at fault here. Who is not here today?
Well, because David sent through the YouTube link because he was trying to save us all a few dollars.
Lesson 1, everyone: never trust the YouTube link.
While I paid $8 on Apple TV for the theatrical release.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Isn't it just The Grudge?
No.
Wow, that's about as clear as mud. Would you guys like to maybe talk through which movies you each watched and what happened? Because maybe that would be a good way to start this.
I'll try to do it in like 5 sentences because there's like 5-6 parts to this movie, like 5 chapters. A father murders his wife and son and their cat, which at that point I was about to get ready to give up on this movie because I can't handle that kind of stuff.
The kid was okay, but the cat was
okay.
Right? But then he drew the line at the cat.
California politics right there.
So the teacher is in the house. Meanwhile, the movie jumps around, Nick, right? You have the schoolgirl who ultimately gets attacked by this curse and has her jaw removed, which she shows off her new face to her mother. That was one of the scare scenes. Another scene was...
you have the original attic scene.
The original attic scene. There is also the scene in the science lab where another schoolgirl gets stalked by the young boy who was murdered, and then there was another man who attacked the teacher's pregnant wife, and had Johnny. You're not gonna like this, but had his unborn baby with him in a bag and starts to like throw it around
like a mace.
Yeah. And then the dead wife emerges from the garbage bag and attacks him and supposedly probably kills him. And then the movie ends with them selling the house to a new couple, and then you see the new female wife, the wife,
female wife.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that, but the wife who's staring out the window or the door outside, and she's clearly possessed. Is that the one that you saw, Nick?
Yeah, that's the one I saw. Because,
cool.
and does that have the same one where the woman's just like, make sure they drink this bottle of sake before you sell them the house?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The movie that I guess we wanted to watch, which I also didn't even attempt to watch like a lazy fool. Noah's the only one who watched, so maybe this is the Noah show today.
How long did you guys waste on this movie?
An hour and 10 minutes.
That was an hour and 6-7 minutes.
Yeah, hour and 6, yeah.
Exactly.
Let's send David a Venmo request. Do you guys think that movie was worth that watch, or probably not? Because I'm not feeling the going up to bat for that one.
Well, so are you asking us officially if we liked it or disliked it?
I'm officially asking.
Nick, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
This is Ju-on the Curse, by the way.
Ju-on the Curse.
Just so the audience is aware.
YouTube release? Non-theatrical? What is it officially dubbed?
I guess it's a made-for-TV movie, basically.
Okay, so Hallmark film.
It is the first Grudge movie.
Yeah, the first in the series.
First in the series, let's say that.
Got it.
Well, first in the Ju-on series, because Grudge is the third one. Like it just, I think that's the one they took for Hollywood, and specifically just took the Grudge, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'd say I liked it. I mean, I guess I do like jump scares, but this wasn't too crazy with it because the jump scares were very premeditated and it worked. Like it used it when necessary. Like when the girl's underneath the table and she's reaching for the phone and grabs the leg, I was like, okay, for like 2000, like, yeah, you could see it coming, but that wasn't bad. When the girl turned around with no jaw, I was like, that's pretty cool. Cause like, and it gets no more gruesome than that. They show you exactly what you need to see. It was like a 5-second clip of the girl turning around with no jaw, and then that's it. No more, no less. They're just like, impact, next scene. And that's kind of how this whole movie goes. And I really appreciated that, especially the way it ended. Because the first story starts in the past and then it circles and it goes to the future for 3 segments. And then it comes back to the past at the end to complete the story. It comes full circle before showing us how it's going to continue on. And I appreciated the way they told the story. It was a bit disjointed at times. It did throw me off. But all in all, I appreciated it.
Cool. Steven?
Yeah, I thought it was quite good as well. The one part that I would fault it for is that it was maybe a little bit too overcomplicated. It was trying to like twist itself into like a balloon animal beyond comprehension. And I think the non-linear structure of the film, along with a wide cast of characters, makes it a little bit difficult to follow. I wasn't able to I understood what the curse was and why it was unleashed. I think it was a kind of spontaneous display of the curse affecting different people without an overarching point to it. Nick, I don't know if you feel differently. Let me
That's
know.
the horror.
But I felt like I felt the horror was happenstance more than coordinated and purposeful.
Yeah, it didn't seem as if the Grudge, I guess you could just say other than you being in the house, it happened. But there was a lot of people in the house, and it just randomly pick and chose its victims. Like it didn't choose its victims with any real purpose. It was very indiscriminate.
Interesting. Noah, can you partake in the thing they're putting out there? Can you carry that into the Grudge? Ju-on the Grudge, theatrical, non-YouTube release,
$8 version,
$8 Apple TV version, not the budget David version, the Tubi version. So yeah, what happened in your story then? Was there a teacher without a jaw, or like any fetuses flinging around?
No fetuses.
Okay.
It was also an anthology, which I thought was strange. It was because I grew up on the American version. I think we all did. We all saw it in the theater and scared the bejesus out of me.
I grew up on that thing.
Grew
Raised
up
me.
on it.
The man I am today. That in the ring.
Yeah, and so I was like The Ring. I was constantly comparing it to the American version, but it quickly derailed and soared off into the sky because it was so different. It was an anthology where it followed everyone that stepped foot into the house. It was not as loosey-goosey as Ju-on the Curse, I guess. Or if you stepped in the house, you were dead. Like that curse was coming for you. It would hunt you down at home and under your bed covers. It would hunt you in your shower. Like wherever you went, you're dead. And so it was basically a bunch of short stories of anyone that went into the house. Like there was like a helper of a woman who has dementia that came in and she gets killed. There was schoolgirls that heard it was a haunted house, so they go visit and they get killed. But the whole movie is creepy. Like honestly, it's scary. Is it as scary as the American? No. But I think like The Ring, it's a lot more meditative and it's saying something more. There's a lot more depth. I don't know if they had that in their Ju-on the Curse. But basically what happens, spoilers if you're not going to pay for the $8 version, is that the whole movie, you think that this woman who got killed and her son and her cat got killed are coming back and taking vengeance on people. That's what you think. And that's what it's framed as. Like, because every time before someone dies, you hear the...
I love that intro death rattle. That's so good.
And then the actor comes in with her creepy, like, one of these, and, like, approaches you. And then, like, the cat boy is in the background, just standing there with big eyes.
Just staring.
And then it cuts off screen to, you don't know what happens to them. It doesn't show them being killed. They just scream and they disappear. So the whole movie, you think that she's coming back and taking vengeance because she was wronged. And in the last story, you learn it was actually her husband that's killing all these people. So she's just trying to warn them. So when she goes to grab you, like the thing in the American version where the hand is on the back of the head, that's in this movie, but she's actually trying to warn that person that her husband's coming to kill them.
Oh,
So that's kind of what you learn
So
at
he's
the
a
end
serial
of this
killer?
movie. Well, no, he thinks that she's cheating on him and that's not his son. So he murders the cat, he murders his son, and he murders his wife, and he stuffs them all in the attic.
So he's the Grudge. He's the supernatural
is the
Grudge.
Exactly. He is the Grudge.
Oh.
Like, it just felt more impactful, and I liked it. So I give it thumbs up.
Yeah, that sounds like I would have liked that movie.
Yeah. I don't know if you would have liked David's version, though, so
yeah,
I don't know which one you would have ended up watching.
I think I would have watched David's.
Should we switch now that Noah's watched one movie, and now me and Steven should watch what Noah watched? And Johnny, you're just going to have to do double duty and watch both?
I think that's way too much
Yeah,
work.
way too much work.
I think I hardly got everyone to watch this one.
This is a minimum wage job.
I did the assignment.
Technically, none of you watched it. I was the only one that watched it.
You weren't clear. You said watch Ju-on, and I watched
Ju-on.
Look, let's just all agree to blame David.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly. Let's agree to blame David. He's the guy. He's the dad where you're like, Dad, make sure you buy Coca-Cola for my birthday party. And he's like, yeah, I got it. I got Coca-Cola. And then the day of the birthday party comes home and you're digging through the sodas and you're like, why did you buy Shasta Coke?
Johnny, which Ju-on are you watching, Johnny?
I'm watching Ju-on the Grudge.
You're not watching Ju-on
Honestly,
the Curse?
No
I'd
way,
be willing to watch Ju-on the Grudge just to see the difference and then give you like which I prefer.
I don't need you to. I'll do it myself. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for joining the Spooky Screen
our
on
double
our tour.
feature review.
Our double feature. What did we watch? Special segment on Ju-on, the Curse or the Grudge. Which one did you watch?
The Grudge, the Gurse.
If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, throw a comment, tell us what you thought, what you liked, what you didn't, and share it. And we'll catch you next time when we watch The Pulse. Peace.
Just Pulse.
The Pulse. Peace. It sounds so much better. Let me do their marketing. I'll talk to them.